Neo, I believe.
What's good, brothers? This is Neo, I believe. And it's been a while since I've talked to you, brothers. But I'm here with another video. And the reason in my absence is obviously it's the holidays. Things around this time of year are busier with family, friends, little tie-ins to end off the year. You know, even little things like sending out holiday cards, you know, adjusting for the weather, maybe getting your situation together to make your living space a little more weatherproof. Here in Chicago, the snow has arrived pretty early, actually, compared to last year where it was warm all December. We didn't finally get snow until January 1st this year. You know, I may be absent as far as making videos, but I'm still very conscious and very active on the online space. Didn't want to leave you brothers hanging and not make any videos. So what's been going on in the manosphere? Well, the usual. Still got the grifters, still got the chameleons. Shout out to the brothers who are keeping them on their toes. You know, it's important as men going our own way. It's very important to keep the grifters and chameleons at bay. Kind of keep them on the other end of the spear, so to speak. Keep them out of our space. Though they may try to infiltrate our peace of mind, it's important to have the real ones making sure that they don't enter our space, and it's good to keep the other brothers informed with video content. What you'll notice more of than usual is a lot of them using the MGTOW label or the red pill label, blatant enemies of our cause. However, they're using hashtags to either draw us into their counter content or just plain grift our ideology, our movement, our way of life, our freedom. But as long as we keep creating content, keep the men awake, that's the most important thing. And so I wanted to chime in with you guys and make another video. And what motivated me to come back and make videos? Well, ever since I started this channel, the main goal has not been to have more followers than the next man. It has not been to make money and monetary gains. No, I don't really care about any of that. I have built a pretty fulfilled life and business in the real world, and I'm not looking to get rich off of YouTube. I make this content to give you something that you haven't heard before, to give you insight in a raw form, in a very uncensored form. And I use that loosely because, yeah, the tube has been getting on my case. They've been flagging some of my videos. You'll notice if you look at my video roster, some videos have been removed. So, although I always deliver my content in a raw, unfiltered, uncensored way, this proves too much for the snowflakes at the tube. But the main goal that I make this content is to give you brothers an outlet of information that is otherwise not accessible in the mainstream. You're going to get the truth. You're going to get raw content. The most important thing is to save men's life. I'm not looking for super chats and Cash App. And this is the only platform I use So I'm not looking for any monetary gain on Patreon or Rumble or any other websites. But the Christmas season is upon us, depending on whatever your faith may be or whatever your religious practice. And I guess I shouldn't say that. I myself am not religious. I don't consider myself too religious, but Christmas has always been a normal way of life that my family and I celebrate pretty much as long as I've been alive. And I tie it more to tradition rather than any kind of Judeo-Christian sect. But with the Christmas season upon us, I notice some things in the manosphere, such as, it's a happy time for some, and for some it's a very sad time. Happy because of family, happy because of friends, loved ones, Christmas gifts, presents, maybe dinner, maybe new love, maybe reuniting, but also sad in the sense that you remember a time when this was the most joyous occasion with family gatherings. And as we go on through life, perhaps some of these family members are no longer in our life. They have moved on to the next life. And holidays since then have, rightfully so, never really been the same. What really wakes me up and puts me on my square to get on and tell the truth and to speak on Red Pill and MGTOW Matters is hearing this time of year where brothers kind of feel the sadness of lost family members, and it tends to hit harder around Christmas time. And these brothers begin to openly speak about subjects such as self-deletion. And it is then when I realized that these videos is not a popularity contest on YouTube. It's not to tag the most buzzwords in the titles, but rather it's a means of communication to get my brothers off of that ledge, so to speak, in times when they need me. And that's why I continue to make videos. Even during my hiatus, I never left the space. I was creating content in my own way in the form of visual memes, and creating content in my own way in the form of tweets, replies, comments, communication, what have you. And it dawned on me that's the most important thing. Not a whole lot matters if you can't reach out to your brothers and save their life, because there's not a whole lot of resources and outlets for them to go when times get tough. It may be more noticeable now than ever before, but every outlet around us is a highly gynocentric outlet that provides absolutely no resource or aid to masculine men. And that's a problem, gentlemen. That's a big problem. But myself and other MGTOW content creators on this space, we put in the work, and we have definitely put in the work and created content to provide men with the means to keep on trucking, to prosper and fight. Maybe not in the most physical sense, but we have fortified men with the mental capacity to fight, to keep going. And some people are in the Christmas spirit, some people are not. But when I hear talks of the brothers mentioning things like self-deletion, maybe not just in the space. If we look into recent events on the news. Now, I know nothing about Ellen DeGeneres and her talk show, but not only a few days ago, I suppose it was her DJ who goes by the name Twitch. Her DJ recently self-demised, according to the news. And I really didn't look into it. Like I said, I'm not familiar with Ellen DeGeneres or any of the talk show culture. But self-deletion has been pretty prevalent even in the media, which in recent news articles among the celebrities. So any means that we can do to prevent men from going down that road, whatever the case may be. You know, I understand it's a time where families should be together, and I understand that, you know, there sometimes there's separation, sometimes there's divorce, sometimes men are robbed of their children in the courts, and it hurts more than it ever did around the holidays. You know, I fully understand that, but the main goal is to keep men off of that ledge. That's what winning is. Putting this content out and building a space where men know they can come to and heed the words, listen to my videos, get the information, inquire about things. That's what counts in this space. This is not some fucking popularity contest with me. And how do we maintain a space where men can go to be assured even a modicum of an outlet where they can go and they can recharge their battery, they can recharge their mind, recharge their masculinity? How do we maintain this space? Well, it's not easy, but we have to stand on our principles. Nobody can relate to men more than men. And with the new wave that's been going around of especially female grifters, is just insane. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to log into YouTube, and every day there's a new batch of women dick riding the MGTOW movement, piggyback riding Red Pill, when 5 minutes ago women cared nothing about Red Pill because they benefited entirely from the blue pill gynocentric world around us. How do we lose this space, gentlemen? It's by letting in any old female into this space to run her mouth about men's issues. You know, in an earlier video of mine, I mentioned that we did not hear feminazis keeping women in check. And do you really think women jumping on MGTOW in 2022 is going to change that reality? The stark acceptance of women jumping on MGTOW and Red Pill in the YouTube space is alarming, gentlemen. It's very alarming. These same women didn't care about the space, benefited nothing from it. In fact, this was men's escape from gynocentrism. So explain to me how women are coming here and repeating talking points, and more than too many guys are saying, yeah, see, they understand us. That's a problem, gentlemen. That's how we lose the space. I mean, you see some MGTOW channels, some Red Pill channels, some Manosphere channels where you think you're getting good content, all is well and good. Scroll down to that comment section, though. Yeah, take a gander at the comment section of these men's videos, and 65% of the comments are from women. I don't know what you men have in mind with this allowing grifters in the front door just because they have a vagina between their legs, but I assure you that's how we lose this space. I wholeheartedly Promise you, that is how we lose this space. If we're willing to just let any old buddy in to circumnavigate the narrative any way they choose to, and when this certain group of grifters becomes the majority, well, it's kind of like the 19th Amendment, how there's an assload of votes against men's interest because, lo and behold, over 50% of the voters are not men. Fellas, we need to wake the fuck up. We really do. Aren't you sick of this? We've got a good thing going on our own, men going our own way, and then somebody just misses their fucking mommy, and all of a sudden, hey, how did the space get 50% women? And the following day, this is weird. There's over 50% women here. This is odd. And then before you know it, it's majority women. And we ask ourselves, what happened to the manosphere? What happened to men going their own way? And, the rest is history. And this isn't just ganging up on the women. We have to make sure grifters are completely out of this space. Now, what fucking sucks is that there's no way we can prevent grifters from misusing labels such as Red Pill, MGTOW, SYSBM. You're always going to have grifters who have no business using these labels, who can openly slap hashtags of these very labels on everything they upload. And we have. There are highly popular grifters who do just that, and I won't name any names, but that's become a huge problem because there's no way to prevent, let's say, a group of feminazis from slapping MGTOW or Kevin Samuels or Monk Mode on things that have nothing to do, no relation to the context. They're just piggybacking on what free-thinking awakened men have built right here on YouTube in the last 13 to 15 years. We have got to stand on our principles like never before. 2022 saw the worst of the grifters, in my opinion. And now that men are free without the need for women, because MGTOW has grown in a huge way, but now that it's become a very, very blatant obstacle for gynocentrism to penetrate any part of our lifestyle and movement, I'd say we're going to see a lot more chameleons in the following year, which is fucking scary if you think about it. 2022 was the most chameleon-laden year I've ever witnessed. Imagine anything worse than that, and that's fucking the shit nightmares are made of. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video talking to the brothers, and hopefully I'll be more active in this space. And that's really all I wanted to say, gentlemen. Keep doing you. Prepare yourselves for the winter. It was all fun and games when we said winter is coming. By now, winter is surely here, gentlemen, and the feminazis are surely at the front gate. Prepare yourself, gather your resources for the long hibernation that is the winter. Stay on your P's and Q's. Always watch your 6, and keep a firm hand for any chameleons and grifters trying to infiltrate your space. Get your money up, get your business up, get your health up, stay legit and legal, and always prepare yourself. If you're in a situation where you can't just say fuck it and gather everything you need in 10 minutes and bail out with your sanity and your sovereignty, well then, gentlemen, it's just not worth it. That's all I have to say for now. I'll talk with you in the next video. Thank you, and believe.